Right. I think the first question, I got them all on my phone here. So what are you up to at the minute anyway? So like, are you at school still, or are you doing exams, or what's the story?
College at the minute for I'm doing media. I'm doing a little 2-year course, media course, and then hopefully sports journalism in Liverpool, John Moores.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I was going to go there last year, and then I took a year out this year. So yeah, I was actually meant to be going to John Mercy Sports Journalism, so we're in quality. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you got anything planned for this summer with the whole COVID, or are you just going to take a wee summer off? If you and your
I
family
think
got anything started, or?
I've got a couple of gigs booked. I think I've got a festival booked, and then I might be heading back over to Ireland for a week or so.
Oh, nice, not so bad. Go home and see the family. Yeah, that's
Spot
already
on, yeah.
the more personal questions. Got a couple of football questions now. I think the best one I think here is favorite player of all time. Who's your favorite football player of all time?
I've been asked this so many times. I've never been able to pick one player that I've like that is miles above everyone else. So there's
Yeah.
like obviously my favorite, or sorry, not my favorite, but the best player I've ever seen play for Liverpool is Luis Suarez.
Mm,
There's no for me. There's no one that like I wouldn't say there's no one that even comes close because obviously you've got your Salah, you've got like even Gerrard. Like from what
mm.
I've seen of him in his twilight years, he was still this amazing player. But Suarez in them 2-3 seasons that he was scoring 25 plus goals,
Yeah.
and then obviously he went on to Barcelona and just carried on doing that. He was amazing.
I was going
There's
to
some
say, go on.
yeah, there's some like odd ones up there for my favorite player, like Martin Skirtle. I loved him.
Yeah, it's just like
I
just we want
loved
to just
Martin.
do little things, see, and you just when you grow
Yeah,
up
yeah.
and stuff, yeah, definitely.
When I was growing up, I was a centre half when I was growing up, so I really
Oh,
loved
right.
Martin Skirtle. And
Yeah,
then I said Jamie Carragher for a bit as well because obviously he's a centre half, and when I was younger I used to want to play like him because he used to shout at everyone,
yeah,
and
yeah. Which is
obviously
well,
I was like the acting captain of my youth team, so I
yeah,
just used to shout at everyone and tell them what to do and where to go.
that's quality. Yeah. Nah, that you get stuff like I really liked Anderson when I was younger. Remember United the
Yeah,
center? I
yeah,
don't know. I
yeah,
just there was something about him. I think well, my brother's got Anderson as well, so I think that might have played a part. But there's just like little players just do little things for you. But I would say the Suarez one, third best player of our generation by miles.
yeah.
I
I'd
think.
say he's up there definitely.
Yeah, in the debate, I think he's so clear, Lewandowski. Even though Lewandowski is so good, I think Suarez is just what he did is incredible. The best individual season, and I'm a United fan saying that, but the best individual Premier League season I think ever.
Yeah, especially in
Yeah,
the side that he was in as well.
yeah, that in a per Liverpool team, like
Yeah,
you know,
and then he went on to Barcelona. So for you, is he third behind? Is it Ronaldo, Messi, and then
yeah,
Suarez? Yeah,
that's
I
it.
could
Yeah,
back that because I loved him in a Liverpool shirt. Also,
yeah.
another one, Dirk Kuyt. What a player, Dirk Kuyt.
Oh yeah, he was diehard
Uh,
Liverpool as well. He'd do anything for the badge.
oh,
Yeah,
he's a proper Liverpool fan. Him. He's like
yeah.
Liverpool and Feyenoord is just Dirk Kuyt.
Oh, I remember him. Yeah, he used to score loads against United. I remember I hated
He
Dirk.
always scored against United. That's why I loved him.
Always when I was growing up, always got a goal. Yeah.
I remember he scored that
Um,
hat trick as well once. That was he played with Luis Suarez that game.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
him and
like
Luis
just in
Suarez up
behind
front.
Luis Suarez in the centre forward role. Yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, we'll move on now. Favorite moment supporting Liverpool? What is it? Or even a couple, but like what was your favorite moment supporting Liverpool ever?
My Wi-Fi's playing up. Hold on, we're back. My
Freeze there, yeah,
Wi-Fi's
is
playing up.
all good, yeah.
Yeah, we're all good now.
Do you want me to repeat the question or
Please, yeah.
favorite moment supporting Liverpool? What is it? Or you can have a couple if you want, but
I went for the Champions League final. I went into Liverpool and I watched it in the Echo Arena with
oh
I think
no
it was like
way.
10,000 people.
Yeah.
The Echo Arena just on the docks. We all piled into there. We had two big screens with the Champions League final on, and
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
it was a great night. It was a great night. So
Yeah.
obviously we won it, and then me and my mate had to walk back to. We walked back into the city centre, and there was like thousands and thousands of people just chanting all the way to the city centre from the Echo Arena.
Oh, it'd be unbelievable, yeah.
Great night.
Yeah, it'd be amazing. Have you been to many Liverpool games? At
Well,
Anfield?
I only went to a couple. Like I think they've been like 10 years ago now.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
when I
what
was
was your
little.
best like home game and best away game, but if you haven't been to many, that's not too bad. Like this,
I can't really afford to go, to be
yeah.
honest. Yeah, because my dad paid for the tickets, and then I haven't been able to pay for myself since.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
That's
I can't really afford to go, but hopefully one day I'll be able to afford to go.
oh yeah, sure. If you're going to uni in Liverpool and stuff, you know, student loan can maybe
Yeah,
get yourself a season ticket.
definitely.
Yeah. Now, who do you think Liverpool's best signing ever was? Like, in your opinion, who is your best or favorite signing? You could do one of the two.
Best, that probably the best bit of business we did obviously was Coutinho. We
Yeah.
signed him from Inter Milan for 13 mil, and we sold him for 140.
Yeah.
But then, like even then, you've got to think of Suarez. We've signed him for 25 mil.
Hmm.
Salah we signed for 30. Mane we signed for about 35. Same
I
with
think,
Bobby.
you know, I was just watching the Sky Sports News. They were talking about the Liverpool and the Man United owners, but you got to think that the Liverpool owners have done a serious bit of business. You know?
Yeah, they have been the way that the club's been run for
Hmm.
a club that was looking to aspire to get into the top four and be a regular in the top four. They've done that spot on, but it's about pushing on further. That's what
Yeah.
they can't do with the sell to buy scheme. But to be fair, yeah, I think the best bit of business was obviously Coutinho, but I say the best signing that I've seen for Liverpool was probably Suarez.
Yeah. I'd agree. Like, I think with the Liverpool one, it is a no-brainer with Suarez, and then probably the United one as well is probably Ronaldo for United.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, you talk about like bag for buck as well, like how much you bought him for, how much we could sell him for. So yeah, it's quite clear too as well. And then who do you think the worst signing is?
People would spring directly onto Andy Carroll.
I was just
Well,
thinking that. Yeah,
he scored a decent amount of goals, like in his well, not a decent amount, but he scored
yeah,
a few important goals for us.
yeah.
And
I
then
think 35 million at the time is more like a 75 million now, if you know what I mean. So
yeah,
when you think 35 million, you think that's nothing, but back in like 2011, wasn't it? You know,
yeah,
35 million was like upper range, 70 million as it would be now if you converted it. So
yeah,
that's why everyone thought he was a bad signing. But I think I could think of so many more, to be honest.
yeah. Aquilani,
Yeah.
he played about 10 games for us, and then went
Yeah,
back to
Mario
Fiorentina.
Balotelli as well.
He was on loan though, so
He was
I don't
yeah, he
think
was
counted.
alone and he was free, but but he
Yeah,
scored what, one goal, didn't he?
he scored 3 goals, I think, in the League Cup, and that was
Oh,
it. And
yeah.
I think 2 of them were penalties. Oh no, 3 of them were penalties. I think they were all penalties.
That's
And
crazy. I
then
know. So
there's some obviously people are saying Naby Keita, but I'll give him a couple of years. He might even get shipped off this summer. You never know.
yeah,
And
I
then
think the price you bought him at as well, wasn't it 75 million?
it's 60 odd million it
Oh yeah,
was.
yeah.
And people are
I don't
saying
know about Keita,
Minamino,
and
but
then right.
we only signed him for 7 mil, so no one really cares about Minamino.
Yeah, no, and Minamino was so young as well. Like it's just yeah,
Proper gambler, wasn't he?
it's a bit like the Dan James sign at United. Like it doesn't really matter how bad he is because one, how young he is, and two, just you know,
Yeah,
you can do something with him eventually. Like, so yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one. No, it's Liverpool have been. You have made a couple of dodgy signings, but then I think every club has. But then obviously with Liverpool and United being probably the two most popular clubs, those bad signings are just so reflected because of how big the club is. You know.
yeah. Like with the signings the rubbish signings that we've made are definitely outweighed by the good signings that we've made
Yeah.
over the years.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. It is
Like
tough
even
though being a
Divock
United
Origi for
fan.
about what 20 mil. Like
Hmm?
that's sound. He scored a few important goals.
Yeah.
People forget he's only 25.
Exactly. Yeah. That's mad.
He'd
Like,
probably
yeah.
get shipped off to like Wolves or something, like for about the same price.
Yeah. You probably just make money back at them. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice talking on signings. If there's one player you could ever sign, I mean, past, present, dead, alive, one player you could sign for your club, and I'm not looking for like Messi because he's the best player ever, like Ronaldo, or
Yeah.
something like that. I'm just talking. Who do you think you could sign now that would fit perfectly in your squad? That would just be perfect for
Oh,
Liverpool at the minute.
well, we probably need a decent striker,
Hmm.
and there's a plethora of strikers that you can choose from. There's
Yeah.
absolutely loads like over the years. But if you're talking about someone that's going to be a presence up front and that's going to be physical, but he's also going to be great on the ball, and he's going to be able to make things happen out of nothing. I mean, it's R9, isn't it? But
Yeah, or Ronaldo.
like that I think
True.
if you talk about pass, it's got to be R9. Like he's just a presence. He's good. He's great on the ball.
The
Like
change of
physical.
direction as well. Like it's just this change of pace.
Yeah,
Too. Oh yeah.
the pace as well. Like on the counter attack and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't think there's anyone else that really can be up there. Maybe Suarez, but
Yeah,
like
a bit of a cop out
as
answer. Yeah.
far yeah, as far as strikers go, it's got to be R9, hasn't it?
Yeah, that is true. Like, yeah. I mean, now that you think about it, I couldn't think of a more perfect striker for Liverpool. I think he
Yeah,
did so well with Mane and Salah, and he probably would make Mane so much better than he is this season.
yeah. And if we're talking about right now, I probably wouldn't go for Haaland because we'd have to change the whole way we play,
Yeah,
and I don't think we're ready for that right now.
maybe an
But
Mbappe.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe an Mbappe or maybe a Lautaro Martinez or
Yeah.
someone like that. Someone who can dribble with the ball as well as finish.
Mm, yeah, definitely. Do you think that's someone you need to go and sign this summer as a striker, or
Yeah,
do you give Firmino another year?
yeah. No, I think so. And then if we're talking about realistic signings, if we talk about signings that I think FSG are probably going to make, it would have to be someone like Daniel Marlon for about 30, 40
Yeah,
mil, or like Patson Daka, or someone with a lot of pace, who's a pretty raw talent, who's definitely a bit of a gamble.
yeah. And because you play with the inside forward, so I always thinking like if you were to get a Haaland or like even a Harry Kane who might be leaving Spurs at the end of summer, it's like your system will completely have to change.
Yeah,
That, and then you would probably force Salah and Mane to play in a position where they're not preferred, and then probably end up like losing a little touch of Salah, which would I think
yeah,
would really deteriorate the squad. So I think at the minute probably someone like a Malin, as you said, or like a fast PC striker as a realistic sign, and then overall you
yeah.
will go R9 definitely.
Probably someone that can play through the middle, but can also play on out wide.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, there's not many people out there like it. And then if you want to go with, we've got to carry on playing with this Bobby Firmino type player. You want someone that's going to come back and get on the ball like as much as a number 10 probably
Yeah,
would. But and then like that opens up a whole new list of players.
I would have loved to know how good Benzema would have been at Liverpool.
Yeah, definitely someone like that.
Yeah, he's a very smart forward. Like the other day, like I made a video on how underrated he was. He's crazy underrated. Like,
He's clinical as well.
yeah,
He's really intelligent. Even someone like Cavani.
Yeah, I'd love him to stay at us another season. I would love us to go out and, I seen reports that we were number one to buy Haaland, but I don't think that whatsoever. I could see City just going in and sweeping him. I think if City would have bought Haaland, the league could be wrapped up by next season already.
Oh, definitely. I just probably wouldn't even bother.
Yeah. But
so
then
I said when you guys signed Cavani, I said from the start that he was going to be an amazing signing. From the start, and then people were like, "Oh, he's a bit old. He's a bit old. He might not score as many goals." I said, "No, he's going to be amazing. Watch this." And he's been a great player.
I'll hold my hands up and say when we signed Alex Telles and Cavani on deadline day, I was raging. I was like, "What are we doing? Like we've signed one player the whole summer, and then we've gone out and bought Cavani and Alex Telles. Alex Telles who couldn't do it in the Serie A, and Cavani who's old and well past it. And Alex Telles, yes, hasn't been playing due to how good Shaw has been, but when Alex Telles played in the cup games, whatever, he's actually been brilliant. And then Cavani obviously has been so good for us as well. Like I can contradict myself there. So yeah, I'm so happy with what we got, and I think signing Telles made Shaw as good as he is this season, because obviously Shaw would have thought he had the left back spot secured. So it's obviously given him to perform for. So yeah. Definitely.
It's like signing Telles, you unlocked how good Shaw actually is.
Yeah, definitely.
It's worth it, isn't it?
100%, yeah. Speaking of next year and the whole City Haaland thing, what are your expectations for next season? Do you think, like for Liverpool, like what are you hoping for and what do you think you'll actually achieve?
Expectations, it's probably top four at the least. Expectations. What I'm hoping for is we have a decent title challenge.
Yeah.
But I can't fully back it with my chest saying that we're going to have a decent title challenge. I'd be content with top four, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just because of how strong everyone else is looking right now.
I think though, if you were to get Van Dijk back and even Joe Gomez, who I don't personally rate as highly, even another centre back alongside Van Dijk,
we've got that Canate coming in.
Oh yeah, from that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
from
from RB
Leipzig.
Leipzig.
That's pretty much all but confirmed now,
Yeah.
apparently.
Oh, that is true. I think next season's title race, unless City go and storm it by Christmas, next season's title race could be really, really good.
It
Because
could
then
be four teams challenging for
yeah,
it.
because you'll have a full strength Tuchel squad at Chelsea. You'll have United, who will hopefully be building on the second place. Will have a full strength fit squad, and then you've City, who will be looking to do a back to back. So I think the next year's title race could be unreal. It really could be class.
Yeah, it could be a really good.
Yeah,
I'm begging for a four-way title race.
yeah.
That'll be so
When's the last time we've
entertaining,
seen
wouldn't
that?
it?
Like,
Not like it. I don't even know.
Like there was
It would have been.
When Gerrard slipped that season. Sorry to bring it up, like, but it was a three-way title race with City, Chelsea, and Liverpool, and then Chelsea dropped off a little bit. But that
Yeah,
was the last time we've seen multiple teams in it, and then City and Liverpool have been going at it for a couple of years, but then we haven't really seen anything recently.
no, we haven't. Not at all. Probably not even before. Probably before City got the new owners, that
Mm,
we saw a proper like four-team title charge.
yeah. It's like I always see them on Instagram. It's like the OG top four. It was like Arsenal with the Fly Emirates, Chelsea with the Samsung, Liverpool with the Carlsberg, and United with the AIG. And I was like, that's probably the
Yeah,
last time we've seen four world class teams at the top of the Premier League.
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm hoping that can happen next season. I think really with the managers and the squads these teams have, we should be in for a really good title race. And then you could see someone like Leicester or even Spurs, who, because like my girlfriend's family are all Spurs fans, so personally, and I've always really liked Spurs. I always really like the players Son, Keane, even
yeah,
Mura. So I think if Spurs could really do some business in the summer, they could be in for a really good squad. They need a whole revamp at the back, though, in my opinion.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like some of their defenders are absolutely tragic.
Oh,
Some of the
like
people that they put out on the pitch
yeah.
week in, week out.
And a whole new right back. I think the only out of the back five, the only two players that are racing regular on that can't move. I think everyone else
Yeah,
needs to go.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah. What are your Prem predictions for next season? So I'll ask you who you think will win the top four, so the remaining three teams, and then who will get relegated. And then we could even put in
Right.
the two Europa League spots as well, so fifth and sixth as well. So like the order of the top six, and then who are your
Yeah.
three relegation teams?
Top four, I'll go for City, Liverpool, Chelsea, United. I'll go for that, and
Yeah.
then I'll go for Leicester fifth, and I'll go for. You know what? I'll go for Arsenal sixth.
Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think with or without Arteta?
with
With?
yeah.
Do you think
I'll
that?
go.
I
I'll
don't
back it.
know.
I'll back it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just really like Arteta. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. I
He
don't
was
know
a
what it is
quality
about
player.
him.
I remember, like he was a really, really good box to box midfielder. But I think as a manager, I don't know. I just think because of how good he was for Arsenal, it's a bit of
Yeah,
sympathy there for him. So I don't know.
it can be quite naive at times, but
Yeah,
I think he's still learning on the job. And I've seen there's signs definitely from the Arsenal squad that they're building on something
yeah.
that'll be pretty impressive in the future.
Keeping hold of
And I
Saka is
don't,
really important.
yeah, I don't think sixth is a long shot for them.
Yeah. Oh no, probably not. Like they should be aiming for top four every season. Will they get it? Probably not because of how just advanced everyone
Yeah,
else's squad is. But yeah, it's tough. It's also tough to for the relegation ones. It's tough because obviously Norwich and Watford going up, but we don't know who the third team to go up is.
yeah.
So I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't. For relegation, it depends who stays up here because it looks like it's going to be Fulham, West Brom,
Yeah,
and
I'd say that's
they'll be
nearly
joining
guaranteed, to
Sheffield.
be honest. Yeah, I'd say that's nearly guaranteed.
Yeah. So then we've got Norwich and Watford coming up. I can see Palace going down
You can see Palace going down next year.
because they're getting rid of Hodgson in the summer.
Yeah.
So if they bring in a new manager and he's like absolutely atrocious, like that I can't. If they're sort of around there, like 17th, 18th at Christmas, I can see them definitely getting roped into it.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, they've not got much like talent other than Zaha in the squad. Maybe
Yeah,
Eze,
that's true.
and then there's like who else? Like Jordan Ayew,
Benteke.
Benteke. Yeah, like there's not much going on
Yeah.
over there. And then probably I don't even Newcastle.
I was gonna say Newcastle. I think Norwich
Yeah,
will go straight down as well.
yeah, probably not. I was going to say probably Norwich and Newcastle then, because Newcastle they obviously they had all them rumours of the takeover, but I think since then they've just looked quite lethargic.
Yeah. They don't like the Arsenal game yesterday. I was watching it. you know, they want 1-0 down. We're like, right, I'll lose. You know, it was more of a survive the 90 minutes instead of go for the game. So I don't know. I really like Steve Bruce as a manager. I just like him more as a person instead of a manager. I don't rate him as a manager, but I quite like him. But now I could see Newcastle going down easily. I could see them having a tragic season next year.
I can.
At least 3 managers.
I reckon.
Yeah.
There's been off Stevie.
I know. I'm looking at the Sky Bet Championship at the minute. It's Brentford, Swansea, Bournemouth, and Barnsley in the spots, in the playoff spots, and Barnsley are 8 points clear Reading. So I'd say they probably that top 4, that 4 playoff spots is confirmed. I would love to see Brentford go up. Really want Brentford to go up.
Yeah, I think it'll be Brentford, honestly, because I really want to see him in the Premier League because how that club is run is amazing.
Yeah, and they've got individual players. Like, your left back, I can't even remember his name. I just remember his FIFA card, and then Ivan Toney up top as well. So I would love to see Brentford. They are a proper English club, and they obviously haven't been in it, and I don't know if they've ever been in it. To be honest, they might have.
I don't think so.
Years ago, but yeah. I really like Bournemouth, but I wouldn't want Swansea to go up. And Barnsley would be nice as well. But I think Brentford obviously play Barnsley in the playoffs, and then Swansea will play. Bournemouth, so yeah.
So anyone but Swansea, I'll be all right with.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I wouldn't even mind Bournemouth going up, but yeah, I think if Brentford were to go up, I actually genuinely think they'd stay in the Premier League next season as well.
Yeah. I think they'll be building on it. Yeah. They've been planning for it for ages. They've bottled the playoffs for the past 2 years.
Yeah, the last 2 years. I've really wanted them going for so long as well. But no, I think Norwich is just a championship club, to be honest.
Yeah, they're just up and down all the time, aren't they?
But I think when they go up this season, someone will buy Todd Cantwell.
Do you reckon? And Buendia.
And Buendia as well, definitely. Because he's been amazing this season for Norwich.
Buendia, what a player, Buendia.
He's a bit like Pereira from West Brom.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him back in the Premier. I think if they didn't get promoted, Buendia would have been gone anyway. But
yeah,
I don't know whether he's. I don't think he'll go in the summer. I think maybe in January. Or maybe next summer even.
I'd stay at Norwich just because of, he knows he's the number 1 guy there and he's the best player.
Yeah.
I think he'll stay there. But then come January, if they aren't performing and they're in the relegation zone, and someone like, I could see like a West Ham or someone coming in from it, he'd just be off.
Yeah. I wouldn't even mind Liverpool going in for him for another option.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like he won't be a starter, but he'd be another option. And he can perform in the Prem because he did it the season before this season. Well, last season he did it in the Prem for a bit. Yeah, he was all right.
I really want Watford to stay up as well, just because of how good their TikTok account is, and because of the Ben Foster cycling GK. That's really.
Oh yeah.
I think everyone just loves Watford now.
Wasn't I think City were meant to be trying to get Ben Foster, weren't they?
Oh, actually.
For the homegrown rule, for like that would be great for like media stuff, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Do you think they've
bought one of the big 6? Yeah, because obviously they got Scott Carson now, haven't they?
Yeah, and all the TikTok, all the City accounts. I actually can't believe how many TikTok City accounts there is.
I didn't think there'd be that much. There's so many of them,
and they're all like Ederson the GOAT or Fernando Torres the GOAT or they're all crazy.
I don't understand all them. Well, they're all kids, to be fair. We've got to let them off with it.
As much as like they follow me and they come up my following stuff and I follow them back just as like as a support group, I have no time for them types of TikToks.
Yeah, I like the edits and stuff. Like fair play, I could never do it myself, but like I'm just not into it.
It's just I think I hear when they put like a tweet off Twitter and they post it on their page and they write a caption, and then when people are going off in the comment, they're like, "Oh, it's not my tweet. It's not my tweet." Well, it's not your tweet. Don't take responsibility for it. Don't post in your page. It's not your tweet. You know what I mean? Like retweet it on Twitter or make your own.
Someone told me that if like you're gonna do something like that, you've got to add value to it.
Yeah,
you've got to give your opinion, or you've got to expand on it.
Yeah, but they're all like 12 though. They're all 12.
Yeah, you've got to let them off of it. They'll learn in the future. Like, to be fair, like what was we doing when we was 12 on the
exactly?
We would have been on Instagram football fan pages, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Would have had like Rooney or something as my Instagram profile picture.
Yeah. I think I would have had like Mane when he first joined. I would have been 12. I would have been a bit older, but yeah, probably be like Dirk Cow or something.
Oh, definitely. Nah, but you'd be looking through someone's TikTok page. Like there's a guy MUFC Haber, I think, that I
Oh
follow,
yeah, he
and
don't like me. I mean,
he's actually like a decent lad. But then he added me on Instagram, and I looked at his Instagram profile. He's like 13. And I was like, oh my days! Like I didn't expect him to be so young.
he always comments, and everything I say bad about United, he always gets a bit annoyed at.
Oh, actually, does he?
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
he's all right though. He's all right. I don't mind it.
Yeah, no. There has been a couple of things like people just be at you at the comments. I remember I was doing like a player picks, and I put Maguire over Gomez. No, actually, what I did was I put Allison over De Gea, and it didn't realize.
Yeah.
And then I think I got like 400 comments, and I mean 280 of them were like, he said De Gea went overall, but he said De Gea over Allison. Like I was just getting slaughtered in the comments, and then the other like 200 comments were just like Maguire over Gomez, and I was like, Maguire is, in my opinion, Maguire is so
Maguire's better than Gomez, definitely. But
yeah.
I think people hate on Gomez way too much. He's 23.
Yeah.
He's 23.
I don't know with the age thing, but it's when people are like comparing him, like, oh, Gomez is his top centre back. I wouldn't put him
he's not top, but he's like people do give him a bit too much hate for me. I think we saw for them few games that he played without Van Dijk, where he was the main guy at centre back, playing alongside Matip. He would have played alongside Nat Phillips.
He played really well in the Champions League.
Yeah, he played really well when Van Dijk was injured. I think for the most part we would have been all right if Gomez didn't get injured.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, for the most part, and then like obviously Matip got injured as well, and then Fabinho got injured for a bit.
Yeah,
but I've spoke too much about that this season.
Oh no, yeah. You'd love to know what would have happened this season if you had a full strength squad. Because City started the season so poorly.
Exactly, and we were top at Christmas.
Exactly, yeah. I know. Oh, it's been you'd wonder just like I even wonder as a United fan how different the season would have been if we hadn't lost 6-1 to Tottenham, or we hadn't lost to Sheffield United, or we'd won at West Brom. Like there's like it would have been the title race at the minute. And then obviously with City losing to Leeds, we probably could have capitalised on that, but that happens, and this is football. Like this is that.
It happens. What happens, isn't it? There's not much else you can do.
Mm-hmm. But it's crazy. Like it'll be a really good next season. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully,
I hope it is anyway. I hope everyone turns up next season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But no, I think that's all the questions I have for you. I just want to say thank you very much for just coming on here and taking time out of your day to come do this interview. I really appreciate it and stuff. It's
no worries. I've got nothing else to be doing, man.
Exactly. And then
bank holiday, innit?
Exactly, yeah. I was trying to get Tom on the bank holiday, but he said he was on the piss, and then Wolves are playing West Brom later. So I was joking to him. The season.
Yeah, you'll have a hungover Tom then.
Yeah, to be fair, Tom gets a lot of abuse in his comments about being a West Brom fan.
I remember, like, if you go on my Twitter, one of the first ever tweets that I made on my Twitter was, "Do West Brom fans actually exist?"
Yeah. That's right. You'd wonder for small clubs like that, like Palace fans and stuff too. Like, do you even exist?
It was when they got promoted. I was like, "Do West Brom fans even exist?" Because I don't think I ever met one of them, Tom.
No, yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's all I've got time for really today. So thank you very much, and I'll leave Mills' TikTok down in the bio. So anyone watching on YouTube at the minute, just go over to his page. Really good lad, makes really good stuff, makes FIFA content and football content as well. So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll start the recording now.